What's up guys, Zhaenn here for another walkthrough video. This time on Twilight Princess. Today we are starting off the Arbiter's Ground, which is the 4th temple of the game, located in the Gerudo Desert. Now this temple I actually enjoy quite a lot. It's a nice break from the water temple that I actually despise. But yeah, this whole temple is gonna take 3 videos to cover. And basically I like this temple because of the sand mechanics. I thought it was pretty good. They used it very well. And there are some interesting puzzles over here. It's not like all about the sand. Like the water temple is all about water, or the fire temple all about fire. There are a few things that are like completely unrelated. And I actually enjoyed that quite a lot. So over here you're gonna find some little soldiers, skeleton soldiers. I don't really know how they're called. And what you need to do over here is actually use your claw shot to get the hook or thing, the chain. Yeah. This thing was really annoying me, so I decided to take it out using the claw shot. But yeah, if you don't claw shot this chain over here, you're just gonna sink to the sand trying to open the door. So that is generally not something that you would want. Alright, then over here, you're gonna see that there is this locked door. And if you turn to the left, you're gonna see a little puddle or vase, something that has oil in it, so you can just use that, replenish your oil for free. You don't have to pay anything. And then once you come over here, you can open this large chest that contains the small key to open the door. Now that was convenient now, was it? And there are these little bugs over here. That is something that's gonna be occurring often in this temple. So you have to be mindful of that. Then over here, you're gonna need to use your lantern, so that's probably why they give you some oil, so that you don't just like run out of oil in the middle. But be careful of the sand because it's scattered a bit like everywhere. So just be careful not to sink in, and light the torches when you can. Also, just try to watch out for the sand bone soldiers. I'm just gonna call them like skeletons because that's basically what they are. Also, a blue. Yeah, these were really easy enemies. They're not like they get one-shotted pretty much by anything. So yeah, they're not really hard. It's just that they're in great numbers, so I guess that's their thing. Alright, so now in this large room, this is going to be like the central room for the first half of this Arbiter's Ground. Now I say first half because the 3rd video is actually only the boss. So in this video we're going to cover the 4 puzzles that are required to get in here in order to open the door, because they're gonna steal the blue flames, and that is going to seal the door shut. So in order to open it, we're going to need to find the puzzles, and that's what we're gonna do in this episode. So the first ones, well, all the other ones scatter, and this one stays to battle you. Now that is very convenient because we're gonna need the scent of the puzzle to actually find them. Now you can only attack them when they are like purple, so that means they're going to attack. Otherwise you just pass right through them, so that's why I waited to attack. So once you defeat it, you get a puzzle. So yeah, of course. And the blue flame is going to return by itself to the thing, whatever it is. It's gonna return by itself, so it's an intelligent flame. So there we learned the post scent. Now you can use your senses to see that it leads to this chain right over here. Then you can grab it and pull it backwards, which is gonna trigger this part of the floor, I guess, to change into stairs. So kind of cool, I guess. So we're gonna start off over here. So in this first room, you're going to encounter some rats that are just like trying to steal stuff. There's also this floating skull over here that takes 2 hits to die. Or I guess rats are in the upper floor of this place, but yeah. So then you can rotate this over here, and you're gonna find a new enemy that is called a Gibdo or something. Now, a lot of people are having problem with this guy because his scream immobilizes you, but actually you can defeat him really easily at this part just by simply Zhaenn targeting him, and when he screams, just hold the direction that his sword is not in. So let's say I think he's left-handed, so you need to go to left, because if you go to the right, you're going to his sword. So if you go to the left and you just spam A right when you can actually jump, you are going to. So you're going to dodge out on his sword, and then you can just slash him and rinse and repeat. Now it's pretty easy, simple, but what? What did I even say there? It's pretty easy trick to do, and you don't have to wait like for a bomb to explode or anything. You can just take him out right there. Now the problem with this technique would be if there are multiple of them, but turns out that there is not, so we're fine on that one. So with this small key in hand, you want to open this door, and you're gonna find yourself in this room over here that has these annoying things that are in the ground. And yeah, just be careful because there are spikes over here, and I actually get impaled quite a few times. So yeah, just be mindful of that. Now this skull went like way too far for me to get it, so I'm just gonna let it be. And then you're gonna come across this giant block, so you can pull it out and then push it inside this little alcove over here. And now the skull wants revenge. There we go. Now what you need to do is go over here, and you can see that there are there is a chain right over here, and you actually need the block. All right, you need to put it there so that you can go on it, because if you don't, the chandelier that you're actually pulling up is going to come down way quicker than you are going to go to the other side. So if you get what I mean, you need the block to go over, I guess. So then there are these 2 skulls over here. I'm just gonna take care of them. There we go. And then there's a flaming one over here. Yes, they can also get some torches and stuff to light on fire, just like fire keys. And on the back over here, you can find a chest that contains the compass. And now you may be wondering, like, the compass? Shouldn't you find the map first? Well, that is true. However, I am not a brilliant man, and I actually forgot the map. So I'm gonna be getting it later on in this episode. So see, as I said, he's left-handed, so just dodge out. Then you can also use a backslice right there. And do it again. See? So it works really well. These enemies aren't too tough once you know how to deal with them. Alternatively, we're gonna get an item later on that deals with them way easier than this technique, but for now, this is like the best way to beat them. Or I guess you can like shoot them from afar, but that would take a lot of time. So yeah. So once you get this small key, you can just go ahead on the other side of this room and open the door that has a lock on it. Then once you're over here, you're gonna find an army of little soldiers. It's gonna come at you. So just wait for them, or you can go ahead. But yeah, there are a lot, so just be careful not to get hit like a bunch. But it shouldn't be too hard. So there, as I said, the only problem with the technique that I have with these guys is if there are a lot. There I actually pulled back on my sword and tried not to attack, because as you attack you go forward a little bit, so I didn't want to go inside the range of the skeleton. So when you get over here, do not forget about this. I actually do oftentimes uncover this chain right here and pull it backwards to reveal a hidden room inside this wall. And I actually don't know why I transformed back into a human, because you need to be a wolf for this. There is a puzzle right over here, so just wait for it to attack. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing right now, but yeah, you can just take him out, and that is gonna be the second puzzle of the Arbiter's Ground, and also the 12th puzzle in total. But yeah, this one I actually often forget, just because you're kind of not looking that way, and you know, since you're fighting all these enemies, you're not using your wolf form, so you're not using your senses, and you can't see them. So yeah, I often forget, but that time I actually remembered, so that is very good. So then you can just go ahead and open this door to find yourself in a sort of circular room. And this one is actually a pretty interesting room, because you're gonna see that there is a locked door on the other side and a chest over here that contains a small key. So you may be thinking like this room is actually pointless, but once you find that, you're gonna hear a bit of sound, and this room is gonna turn like all the lights off and everything, and you're gonna find yourself attacked by ghoul rats. Now these rats attach to you and slow you down, so you can't jump as far, you don't go as fast, etc. And to know if you have them, in your wolf form, Minna is gonna like go, whoa, 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 what is this? You know, she's gonna panic a bit. And in your human form, you're just gonna go like way too slow compared to what you're usually going. So you can just like see easier, or like easily see that you are attacked by them, and you can just use a spin attack as a wolf to get rid of them. So they're not really too hard. They're just annoying. So then you can cross on the chandelier and drop down over here. Now there is another block that is right over here. So yeah, I just show you the chain that is over there. You're gonna need to push the block. You can also go inside this little alcove over here to get a chest that contains 20 rupees. So I guess that's that's cool, I guess, but it doesn't really serve any purpose. So then over here, you don't want to go through this door, you want to actually pull the chain that we saw earlier. So yeah, do not go through that door. I just took the chest because, well, because it was there. So there you can actually see I did not push the block far enough. So wait for it until it like goes down a bit. Then you know you push it far enough. Now this is actually very annoying. These little like sand buggers that are over here constantly like jump on you, and that makes the chain go back down. So and the chandelier go back down too, and they like constantly attack you because there's not only one of them. Like the other one is about to jump on me, I think. Yeah, there we go. And it's like, just come on. Alright. So now we may be able to actually pull this. Now what you were gonna want to do is wait until it's fully pulled backwards. Just like that. And then just run to the other side. There you're gonna find a chest that contains 20 rupees. So I don't know why some chests contain 20 rupees, like, are really small, and some are large, but they contain the same amount of rupees. I mean, what is the selection? Like, alright, we're gonna put a small chest there, yeah. Like, what is the decision making behind, like, the chests? I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking this. In fact, I probably am. Alright, so then you may be wondering what there is left to do in this room. And you have to actually pull the chain backwards again. But this time, just release it. Go to the middle over here and wait. The chandelier is gonna come back down. But then there's nothing like crushing you, so you're fine. And you can just hop off and go through this door. Now this door has a lot of alcoves, and this skeleton enemy is going to wake up when you get near. I don't know their technical names, so I'm just gonna call them skeleton. And these actually get defeated by bombs. You need to have bombs for these guys, so that's why in these chests right next to the in those alcoves right there are chests. Some of them contains bombs, so if you ever run out of them, then you know, there are some there, so yeah. So yeah, just as I said, 5 bombs over here. Now these skeleton enemies, these particular ones, they get killed in one shot from helm splitters, I believe. So if you have that hidden skill, then you can just use that to kill them instantly. And the Elm Splitter is also kind of a area of effect thing. So if you have a lot of them on you, then you know you can just use that. Alright, now in this next room, if you use your senses as a wolf, you're gonna see the pulse hole is actually going through this torch and this torch. Now what you need to do is take out your lantern. There we go. And light the 2 torches that were touched by the Poe. That is gonna open this this wall, as weird as it sounds, and it's gonna reveal a hidden door. So I guess the whole point of this room was to make you use your senses. I mean, I don't know. But once you come into this room, you're gonna see a lot of blue flame lanterns. And you're gonna see this one is actually held by a pulsal. And this one actually uses a technique that we've previously encountered in other Zelda titles. And I'm thinking about Ocarina of Time more specifically, where one of the ghosts is spinning while the other one is not, so that's how you tell them apart. In this case, the ghost is going to become purple when it's the right one. So you just know, there we go, I know this is the one. And once you attack him twice, then you can just rip its soul out. So that's gonna be the 3rd puzzle in the Arbiter's Ground, and the 13th puzzle in total. Now of course the flame is just gonna return on its own to the main room. And there I was trying to dash, and I actually grabbed the skull, so I was slowed down. So I was wondering like what was this guy doing, but yeah. Once you're up here, then you can just use your claw shot to grab onto the target that is located on your left. Or miss, you know, there's that too. But yeah, you want to grab onto this, and then you can go out over here. Now back in this main room, you're gonna see the blue flame that is going to come back to its rightful place on its own again. Then you can go over here and use these platforms to get over here. And there are these skull enemies that we've previously encountered. But more importantly, there's this large chest that contains the dungeon map. So as I said, you could have done this a lot earlier, but I'm not brilliant and I don't plan my things ahead of time. So there's that. So then you can just bump your head into this thing right here. And do not do what I'm doing right now. To go like towards this chest that contains the piece of heart, you need to use the claw shot targets that are on the wall and use the platforms to come back. Now I actually make the mistake of using the platforms as a way, like going towards the chest. So as a way out, I've got nothing. But anyway, you just reappear over here, so that's fine with me. But then once you're done, you can just go ahead and open this door. Now we've been through this previously, but just know that if you turn this right here, and if you go use your claw shot onto this target over here, and defeat some rats along the way if you want to, you can go through this door, and there is like a little arena type thingy, and that is where the last of the postal is going to be located. So just find him with the lanterns and everything. This one isn't like the last one we fought. It is just going to attack you. It's not going to use some duplicates of himself. So yeah, once you've taken him out, you can just rip its soul out, and that is the last of the postal from the Arbiter's ground, and the 14 postal in total. So the flame is going to return to the central room, and now that all the flames are back, the door is going to open. So we're going to go through that. Now I may seem a bit like lost over here, but it's just because I was wondering why all the exits were out. But it's simple really. You just need to push this back, and then the door is going to open. So just go through that into the main room, and you're gonna see the flame go back with the 3 others, and the door is going to open up. So that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, where we tackle the rest of the Arbiter's ground, except for the boss, which is going to be a separate video. So yeah, again, thank you guys later, and I'll see you in the next one.